Michelle McKnight here on the All New Vibe. It's Houston's Culture, powered by KTSU 90.9, Women Crushing It Wednesday. And we have Nurse Umoh, who has joined me on the show. And she also has adopted a nickname as well, Dancing Nurse.
Dancing Nurse, yes, ma'am.
But we'll get into that a little bit later. I'm excited to have you on the show. Unfortunately, we're still going through a pandemic. But one thing that you have been doing all throughout the pandemic is helping in the transition of bringing life into the world,
yes,
which has got to be, an incredible role and some big shoes to fill. And you've been a nurse how many years now?
This will be my 15th year this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Won't he will he won't he? That's a long time. And so what is it actually? So you're not actually birthing the child. You're not the one actually catching it when it comes out of the womb. What is the actual role, and what's the name of the role that you play?
So I am a postpartum mother-baby nurse.
Mm-hmm.
I have done transition nurse where we're there at the delivery and do all that part with the baby. But the majority of my nursing career has been as a mother-baby nurse. So after the mom's delivered and they're cleared to come to our floor, then we take care of mom the entire length of her stay. Vaginal deliveries and C-sections, so they'll be there for 2 days, 3 days. C-sections, that's the whole...
opening
surgical care.
And,
yes, ma'am. That's complete surgical care. That's major surgery right there. So helping them during that time. Sometimes they're there by themselves and they don't have anybody.
Yeah. So in your entire 15 years of your career, would you say that this past year has been the most stressful for you?
Yes, I would say that, especially with the COVID out there, because it's changed a lot of things when it comes to working in the hospital. And, before, we had families there and all of that. Nowadays, we're restricted to one visitor. If, moms test positive for COVID, then sometimes they are separated from their babies. And that's very stressful for mom. It's very aggravating, especially when you're first time mom and you've been waiting for this moment and you don't have your baby there. So
yeah. And what is, even with helping, I guess, just women to bring like a sense of calm or anything like that, how has that experience been for you, just helping to bring babies into the world and treating with them?
It means a lot to me because people will say so much when you're pregnant and getting ready to have a baby. Everybody has everything that you should do. You should do this. No, don't do this. Don't do that. No, do this. No breastfeed. No bottle feed. And it can be so absolutely frustrating to a mom because she doesn't know. She's like, which is the right thing for me to do? And it's like, I love to sit with my moms and be like, you got this. What works for you will work for your baby. Trust in yourself. You can do this. Everybody's going to have their opinions, but what works for your baby. And I like to talk about different avenues that they may not know that they can do when it comes to the baby. Like moms, like you don't have to solely breastfeed. Not against breastfeeding, think it's a beautiful thing. But if a baby needs supplementation, there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make you less of a woman. You have some moms, they may feel bad if they ask for pain medication during, delivering. It's like, don't feel bad about asking pain medication. You make it that much harder for yourself if you're in pain, like a fresh C-section, and have to get up and try to get to that baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's stressful enough as it is just with regular concerns having a kid and then adding a pandemic on top of it. Yeah. Well, we do know it's still some moms, that are pregnant right now and they're getting ready to deliver maybe within the next few weeks here in the next couple of months. And so even just when it comes to giving them some words of comfort, I want to get into that with you. Okay. So, of course, we're going to have Miss Umoh, Nurse Umoh, in the building all the next couple of hours for Women Crushing It Wednesday. So make sure to keep those radios locked in right here to the All New Vibe, powered by KTSU 90.9. Michelle McKnight here on the All New Vibe, evolution of KTSU 90.9, and it is Women Crushing It Wednesday. We are always happy to invite some dope women in the Houston area that are doing some great things, influencing the community as well as the city in a positive way. And you can always nominate a woman of influence to be a guest on the show up at vibehouston.com. And tonight's guest is Nurse Umoh, a.k.a. the Dancing Nurse. Excited to have you in studio.
Thank you.
You've just been talking about, in your 15 years this past year being one of the most stressful in your career as a transition nurse. That's what you call it, right? Or mother to baby.
Yeah, mother baby.
Mother baby nurse. And she helps in the delivery and the care of newborns. And, you said that it's really been just a trying process dealing with COVID. And we know that it's some women who are, looking for a calm in the storm that are getting ready to give birth here within the next maybe couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months. Is there anything that you have that's reassuring to them that might be nervous, that are even giving birth for the first time?
just, I don't know, just enjoy the time. Because a lot of times, since we can't have family in there, you just can have one person. So that really is a time to bond with, whether it's you and your spouse, you and your significant other, you and your mom, whoever is there in there with you. Just enjoy that moment of going through the process and just soak it all in, because that's really all you can do at this time. And once that baby gets here, it is everything. When you see those dads start crying when that baby gets here, oh my gosh. It's so sweet. So just enjoy the process, enjoy the moment when that baby gets
Is that
there.
the most rewarding part of your career, is getting to witness so much?
Yes, getting ready to witness that, and of course being able to empower my moms, because there's been so many times as a nurse where I've walked in and I work night shift, and you see that mom, and she's in the bed and she's crying and she's frustrated, and she's exhausted because she's been up all day with this baby. And babies that tend to, well, we like to call it the honeymoon period, because the first 24 hours, they're kind of like, all right, I'm just getting here, I'm trying to figure it out. And then at nighttime, like, okay, I'm hungry, you know what I'm saying? I don't, my mama's not feeding me anymore, I got to figure out how to do this myself. Yeah. So it can be a trying process, especially with the breastfeeding, because you have to try to get the baby to latch, and then make sure that the baby has a good, what's it called? A good latch, and to be able to transfer the milk, in colostrum.
Yeah.
So there's that stress of it. So a lot of times I'm just like, I just don't know. I'm hearing so many different things. And it's just like, calm down. We can do this. Let me let you know what options do you have, or what is it that you're thinking, and just kind of reassure them that way, and just kind of get through the process. And most of them appreciate that. And then sometimes we'll take their babies and let mom just get maybe like 2 hours of rest. Just 2 hours will make so much of a difference when you've been up.
And you know from experience, because you have 3 kids of your own.
Yes. The fruits of my uterus. Yes, I do.
You have definitely got to be a very, very patient woman to bring babies into the world all night, and then to come home and to groom your own offspring on top of that. That takes a lot of discipline and strong will.
Yes, but we praise them because they're all teenagers now. We done made it.
And then I'm sure on top of that, you have your own ways of coping with stress.
Yes.
And that is something that you, of course, express yourself through in your hobby that you have adopted, which has gained you your nickname, the Dancing Nurse. And, of course, we'll get more into that next on Women Crushing It Wednesday on the all-new Vibe, Houston's Culture. We've got Nurse Umoh in the building. Keep those radios locked in here. It's the evolution of KTSU 90.9. Michelle McKnight here with Nurse Umoh. This Women Crushing It Wednesday on the all-new Vibe, powered by KTSU 90.9. And we've been talking about your experience as a baby mother baby nurse. This is a new term that I learned, because I was just like, yeah, so you just been out here just like receiving babies like right and left, like right when they pop out. But yes, that is the actual term, mother to baby.
Mother baby nurse.
There you go. Okay, or transition nurse, right?
Well, yeah, that's when you work with just the babies only. We get them as soon as they come out. That's the transition nursery. I work in the part where, and I've done the transition nursery part, but I'm over when after you've gone through the process, and we're just taking care of mom and baby and getting you acclimated to your baby and just laughing on the two of y'all.
And obviously these babies activate Umoh in such a way that she has built a following for herself on Instagram and notoriety as the Dancing Nurse.
Yes, ma'am. That Dancing Nurse?
Yes, which you have your shirt on tonight, that dancing. She's got a whole logo for this now and a whole fan page for Dancing Nurse. But it's really something. It's exciting to see it. And, for you to be a person that works the third shift, obviously that's got to be an outlet for you.
Yes, it is a major outlet. Yeah. There's something free about dancing. So I would just do it, on my lunch break. We get 30 minutes of lunch break. So I would just do it on my lunch break. And it's just kind of a way to just kind of release, kind of woosah, and then, okay, let's get back in the game, because it can be very stressful with, just the things that can kind of take place in the hospital. So it was a really outlet for me.
A positive outlet.
Positive outlet. And it's not something that I would do all the time, because some days it's too crazy. You know what I'm saying? You cannot leave the floor. But other nights, when it's kind of nice, chill, there's not too much going on, and you can actually enjoy your lunch break, then yeah.
Okay, so you actually, do you have a history in dance, or you just one day just decided, I'm going to just be all that I can be?
No. No, I've been dancing for a while. I started dancing, we all started dancing and watching. My thing was Michael Jackson. Oh my goodness! And when he did Thriller, you couldn't take him away from the TV. So I would just do little stuff like that, like picking up moves from like the TV. But I got into dancing in high school. After being a cheerleader for about it was 2 years. I went into our drill team, our dance team. I did that my entire career in high school. It was so much fun. And then when I went to college, I was on the dance company there as well. Okay. And then we got to nursing school. When we get to nursing school, it's a wrap. All you are is a nursing major when you're in nursing school because it's so intensive. So it's just like a little release to kind of dabble in and stuff.
Yeah. Well, not only does she just do, just dry dancing in the hallways of an empty hospital late at night, she actually does like the whole editing and production of the video as well. So if anybody just, wants to get like some positive energy or anything like that, where can they find your videos online?
They can find it at @dancing_nurse. And if you want any videos done, I do that too. So hit your girl up.
There you go. Hey, you got to make a way in a pandemic.
I know, that's why.
So that way we can keep our sanity. So it's always good to have an outlet of some sorts. And I know that you actually are looking into branching out in your career and getting involved in some other things within the medical industry. So we'll talk about that coming up next here on The All New Vibe. It's the evolution of KTSU 90.9. It's the All New Vibe, Houston's culture, powered by KTSU 90.9. Happy Wednesday, friends, and cheers to all of our WCWs out there. If you are a person that is looking to be a guest on the show, or you have a friend, a colleague, a family member that you would like to nominate to be a guest for Women Crushing It Wednesday, you can always do so at vibehouston.com. And we still have Nurse Umoh, who is here, who is a mother baby.
There you go.
Yes. AKA transition nurse. She might have even brought your baby into this bright, beautiful world of ours, has been helping to bring babies into the world all throughout the pandemic. And this is what you've been doing the last 15 years of your career. But now you're actually looking into branching out into some other things within the medical field as well, correct?
Right. So right now, I'm getting into functional medicine, which is really interesting because it's a different side of medicine. Medicine generally, they kind of look at, okay, it's this disease. Okay, what can we do to treat this disease? What medication can we give you? No knock on that. But with the functional side, it's kind of like getting to the root of it. So they take a look at your genes, and they kind of start from there. Look at your genes, your gut, and your immune system, and kind of give you nutrients to support it to build a healthier you. So I like that. It's a natural approach to it. So
okay. So then is that more holistic?
Yes.
When you look at that? Okay. And it seems like more and more people really are getting involved in that, especially women of color. And I love to see that because it's nice when you have other options to where you don't just have to go and get a prescription filled all the time. And we've had CBD professionals on the show. We've had people who specialize in really just trying to educate, especially African American women, about other options they have, even when it comes to cancer and them having to deal with that. And there's other routes. You don't just automatically have to jump right at chemo. As that being the only treatment that it is that you can pursue. So
right, or a particular medication that has all of these crazy side effects, and it's just like, I don't want to go through, depression. I don't want to go through, getting blood clots and I have to, be worried about, that side of things. So it's just nice. It's like a cleaner approach,
Okay, all right, so. Are you still going to be delivering babies here and there on the side? If somebody wants to, like contract you out? Or...
So, yes, and actually I'm still into agency nursing now. So I like that because it gives me more of an option. I'm not kind of locked into somewhere. I can go to like different facilities and kind of work when I want to work, because in the hospital there can be that, you have your 12-hour shift and you have to do all your weekends and your holidays and your nights. And it kind of takes away the freedom of your life. You always feel like I'm always having to be. So but the agency, you kind of choose when you want to work. And it pays more, so that's always nice.
Well, that's always a beautiful thing. And again, for things medically, if you are a woman, if you have questions, or if you just are looking for some content to put a smile on your face, and she is also known as the dancing nurse, where can they find you again, Umoh, on social media?
You can find me on IG at @dancing_nurse. Period. Hey, that's where I'm at.
Keep your eyes open for the logo as well for that dancing nurse. So we appreciate you coming on the show and being a guest for Women Crushing It Wednesday. And again, as always, friends, and even you, Umoh, if you would like to nominate a woman of influence, you can do so. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's always nice to bring dope women in here and just have women empowering women on a regular basis. Honestly, we need it more than just one day.
Seriously, that's
out of
what's
the
up.
Week. Yeah.
We appreciate you, DJ Michelle.
Oh, well, thank you, Chad. I appreciate you. So, VibeHouston.com to nominate a woman of influence today. And thanks again, Umoh. See y'all on the Vibe.